try to start me. Ooh, I'm so big on YouTube. There we go. Okay. So what if I make this window bigger? Let me see. This should work. And I have some space to stretch it even. Whee! So it covers up everything else I'm doing. So my camera is at the front level. Now let me adjust this a little bit. Okay. All right. Hey guys, hope everybody can hear me. It should be fine because my settings are to the system sound, so that means whatever goes into my computer or microphone is in my computer already, so you'll be able to hear that. Let me see if I have actually opened. Well, there we go. Yay! So today, what we're gonna do. First of all, I wanted to thank you all for watching my podcast, for listening to our amazing guests. I really hope that it brings value to your life, to your music career. And this week we had Giselle Tavilson. She was so amazing. She's at the NAM right now, visiting a friend, but also jamming with all these other musicians who are fantastic. And we've had many of them on our show. So D Sharp was there. That'll be somebody else I would like to interview. Amy Serrano Burkham was there. Mark Wood was there. Matt Bell was there. Oh my God, it's just a whole week of amazing, amazing shows. So, yeah, next year I will have my awesome, awesome Mark Wood Viper 7 string monster. I'm gonna call him Monster, I promise, because it's gonna be a 7 string beast. And I want to actually go to the NAM and jam with them as well. So that would be the best thing ever. It's like imagine spending 3 days just jamming with the musicians that I look up to and that I invited to my podcast. It's like awesome. So if you guys missed our interview, go ahead, check it out. You can watch the YouTube live so you can see me and Giselle, or you can listen to it on my SoundCloud, on iTunes, on my website. It's all there. So the links are below. You can't miss it. Sign up with us on iTunes. I think it's probably the easiest one because you can also subscribe and rate us and tell us a little bit something about whether you like the show and, give us some comments and feedback. So on Apple Podcasts, go to Musician Today podcast, Vira Bormenko. And hey, Mireille, how you doing? No, I've been having very difficult time managing everything, Mireille. That's why I'm starting a little later. And right now too, we have to finish at 12:30. So I'll play a couple songs and I'll go because I have to teach a class and I also have to submit my computer for reinstallment of a Windows because I'm on Windows 7 right now. So it's okay, it's working just fine, which I'm glad. But if anything happens, like say a virus gets in or I get like a weird glitch or something, then there will be no way for me to fix it. So we have to upgrade to another Windows because this one has been on 7 this whole time. It's gonna be fine, I'm sure, and it will be done by Tuesday. So I'll get my laptop back on Tuesday. Until then, we're gonna have to, communicate through my phone. So I'm really excited to do this live stream right before I give the computer for this procedure, right? So, yay! In case you guys ever want me to do any like live in between, I won't have the opportunity because my laptop's gonna be in repair. So I hope you enjoyed the interview with Giselle. She was so great. Go ahead, enjoy, watch it. She had really great advice to give, and she's just overall a very kind and warm person. And she posted some of the videos from behind the scenes while we were talking, and her friend's dog was like just like turning over on the floor right beside her while we were talking. I was like, oh, it's so cute. So yeah, it's funny how you meet people and you not only have the same musical interests, you also love the same kind of pets. So yeah, I'm a totally dog person. I've had a cat too, but more recently, I had a dog, and I just love them. I love them all. um, all right, let's see. Hey, Murray. Hey, Manny. Hey, guys. Hey, thank you for watching, everybody. So, we're having a snowy morning. It's not as stormy as it was last night. Last night was crazy. Last night it was just twirling around, and snow piles were everywhere. And some people posted videos from even further north where their cars were fully buried in snow. Some of those were really funny. And we actually went to get groceries last night, very, very slowly swimming through the snow. So it was really fun. It was really close, but it took us a while because obviously, it was snowing. So, all right. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear my violin too? Let me know, okay? If you're watching on YouTube, especially. I know through Facebook you can hear everything acoustically. Hey, Thomas. I have a 120. Oh, I love those, big boy. Hey, Rick, how you doing? So, why don't we go ahead and play a song? And guys, stay to the end because I do have an announcement for you today. It's something to do with a TV appearance, so stay to the end. Okay, I know you're terribly busy all the time. Yeah, thank you, Miri. Actually, the funny thing is, when I'm less busy, I'm actually more disorganized. So I think it's after the holiday break. I'm still in the mode of like just readjusting. Yeah. And I'm a little bit, yeah, kind of like getting back into the swing of things, as they say. Hey, Rick. Sure thing. Yeah. All right. My Christmas branch is still on. Okay, so why don't we play a few songs? You know what I'm gonna do today? Because you guys, most of you have heard the songs on my album already, right? You can get the album at virabormenko.com/shop. Go ahead, get your CD if you haven't yet. It's signed, it's custom printed by me, my producer, hand folded everything. Literally, we spent 3 days just folding those, inserts with the song titles. So it's all done by us from our heart to you. So yeah, go ahead, get your album if you haven't yet. You can also listen to the music on my website at virabormenko.com/music. So if you like the songs, go ahead and help us out. Yeah, just get yourself a souvenir of a signed album. Here it is. Here it is. This is the cover. This is what it looks like. There's my signature inside. There's Jacob's signature inside. Everything's good there. And very soon, it's going to appear on television. Exactly this Monday, we're shooting a little something that I'm going to tell you guys about a little bit later today, right now. So stay tuned. Why don't we just pick a random song? So I have them numbered. I don't have the titles. Right now, I'm going to press literally on any song in my list that I don't know which one it is. And we're just going to cover any random song from my album. Deal? All right, let's do it. Let's see what this one is. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, right, okay. So yeah, my iTunes keeps going on a playlist. I don't know what it is that I did in the settings, but that's fine. Forbidden loneliness. You're right. Yeah, Miri. It's actually it was written for this relationship between Daenerys and what's his name, Jon Snow. So yeah, it is kind of like forbidden love sort of. It's a love theme. This song is very interesting because it came to be. It's actually a signal of a washing machine. Yeah, so my boyfriend's family have this washing machine, like for clothes laundry machine. Yeah, and when it's done, it does this la da da. And I heard that many times when we stayed over, and I was like, oh, I like that. It makes me feel like I'm standing on top of a mountain. So so I actually based this song on this motif, and I'm glad that I picked this one by accident because it was kind of like when you let your like when you relax, when you trust your process and just let things happen, they actually come in just the way that you actually want them, that are right for you. This is something too that I've been kind of shifting towards this January in 2020. This new year started for me with a little different feeling. So for the past 2 years, I've been just rushing, 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 doing stuff. But at the same time, I didn't feel like I was getting a lot done. So I've realized that when I'm not rushing, when I take a step back and kind of just like feel present, feel more in tune with myself, this is when things happen right on time for me. This is when I have more time to actually finish whatever I'm doing, like, do my exercise, leave to work, come back and still have time to do something, right? So, yeah, for the past 2 weeks, I've honestly been shifting towards that mindset where I'm not gonna rush anywhere because it's not that important to stress me out, right? And whatever I can get done today, I will get done today. If I can't, I'll get it done tomorrow. And of course, the big planner in me, my head still goes like blah 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 blah, right? So I'm still hearing those voices saying, "Oh, you should do it. You should do this. You should do that." Yeah, mountains. Love the mountains, Mirror. Definitely. When I was 8, we went to Slovakia with my friend from the Ukraine. We traveled to Slovakia with her mom and her sister, and it was really fun. So we actually walked on top of the mountain, and they had a water fountain of this like natural spring water, springs, whatever they have there. And it has a funny taste, but I like that. It kind of tastes mineral. It's full of minerals, right? So, like, it's a mineral water. So, we would get bottles of it and come back to our hotel, which was this really cute kind of like hut at the bottom of a mountain. It was so cool. And we were like 8-year-old kids, so we, of course, loved it. We loved to run around and we'd like, play in the snow and stuff like that. It was a really fun place to be. So, yeah, this kind of brings back memories of that for me. So guys, I'm really short on time today. I'm sorry that it's gonna be a very short podcast. I mean live stream. But I hope you still enjoy it. So I wanted to see you all and say hi and wish you a good Sunday. So I'm glad we picked that song because that one's actually right on and it has a story behind it. So it is. Let me see. Miri says your music is priceless, never rushed up, joyous. Oh, thank you, Miri. You're right. It's all about. It's not about hurrying. It's not about who's faster, right? And you can't get stuff done fast. You have to do it at your own pace. And I tell this to my students often too when they are struggling with a piece of music and they're like, "Oh, I can't do it." I'm like, "No, you just have to slow down. You can do it. You just have to slow it back down to the pace where you are fully aware and in control of your process. What happens to your in your mind, how you're hearing it, how it comes out through the fingerings. So you have to just slow it down to that. Yeah. And to me, that's a model of life too. My professors at York used to say that too. I had one professor, David Ludov. He's oh my, I don't know how old he is, but he's still gonna live a long time. I'm sure he's like close to 100, I think. Hi, Professor Ludov, if you're watching. So he would usually sit down at a new piece of music at a piano, and he would play it so slowly that you can barely hear what the music is, right? And somebody asked him, "Why are you playing so slowly? You're a good musician. You can play this fast." He says, "Yes, I can, but I want to play it in a pace where I can experience every single note with my entire being." And that to me, that changed it for me because I'm like, yeah, you're right. Because what's the point of rushing if you haven't embraced it all, right? And then you can play faster later anyway. Everybody can play faster, but first you have to play it at this pace that is in tune with you, right? So if you have to do a very slow Tai Chi practice, do that. Yeah, don't rush yourself. It's not gonna make things faster for. It's not gonna make them happen faster. I also watch a lot of Gary V. Hey Derek, how you doing? So, and he often says to the young entrepreneurs who want to start a business, he says, "See, your problem is not that you want it done, is that you want it too fast, that you don't have enough patience, right?" So people who don't have enough patience often give up on their dreams too soon. And yeah, look at him. He's had his channel since what, 2009. He was on YouTube. He started doing the wine library, and back then nobody watched it. Slowly people found their way to his channel, right? But it took him what, 9 or 10 years to actually get to where he is today. And if he gave up, imagine what happened. He would not be where he is, right? So for like 9 years, he just persistently kept up with that channel, posting videos, doing interviews with people, talking about wine and stuff like that. I feel like that's what you gotta do when you have a passion. You got to stick to your guns, and it doesn't matter how many people watch it. If even one person watches it, it makes a difference, right? So that's kind of what I'm doing in this podcast, and I really want you guys to have that experience with me. I am learning from the people I'm interviewing. I've learned so much in the past months since May, since we started this, way more than maybe I've learned, like, just gigging throughout, like, I don't know, the past 10 years. Which I love gigging. I love working. I love doing everything I'm doing. I don't have any complaint about the jobs I have. But connecting with people in this manner of interviewing them on specific questions that I have, that I know you have too, is just totally different. It's a completely different world. And now many of them are at NAM, and I've seen familiar faces, and they all met up and they all say hi to me and they post stories. And I was like, oh my God, that's so great. So Giselle told me last night, it was something that just made me cry. She's like, oh, the only person's missing here is you, Vira. I'm like, oh, I want to be there. Maybe next year. Next year for sure. I'll get my Monster Viper and I'll go there. So, okay, before we wrap up, you guys, I'll play one more song for you, and it's going to be The Horseman. And the reason I'm playing this is because tomorrow we are videotaping an episode of a TV show. I can't tell you which one yet because I first need to know when it airs. But I'm going to be on the local television based on Mississauga, and I'm really excited. I haven't done that in a while. I've been on, shows, and I've been interviewed before, but now that I'm an interviewer myself, it's gonna be a little different. So yeah, it's so interesting. And tomorrow, so I will be doing that for like half a day, and I can't go teach my students because I don't know when it's gonna finish, but it's gonna be a really exciting day, and I get to share my new album with the host and with everybody who's watching the show. It's actually the show that people know, so stay tuned, guys, because Monday, after we have filmed, I will have more details, and I will know when you can watch it on your television. And yeah, can't imagine anyone forgetting you ever. Oh, thank you, Mireille. Okay, so why don't we play The Horseman? And I'm actually doing this so I can practice a little before tomorrow. So here we go, guys. Yeah. So this is the concert version of a Horseman. You have it on the CD, but this one is a little different. It's got a little bit more beat, a little bit more rock to it because it's for live performance. And the reason we do a different version is so that I can hear the beat better while I'm performing. Because if there's no beat, some of these things that we have on the album are cinematic, are very sustained and spacious, and I love them. I love them. They're meditative, right? It's like before you go to the battle, you meditate. Yeah. Mm, but when you're performing, it's really hard to count, right? So when you're like on stage or anywhere and you have the speakers and everything, even with monitors, it's pretty hard, right? So we add a little bit more beats, a little bit more oomph to every song. So you'll be hearing different versions in a live concert. Yay! Thank you guys so much once again. And don't forget that you can own your copy of my album at virabarmaker.com/shop. And we have other goodies too, like if you are already looking for some gifts for your loved ones for Valentine's, and if they are warriors in heart, and if they like warrior themed goodies like mugs, t-shirts, and hoodies would be really great, and mugs for sipping your favorite coffee on like a snowy winter day like this. So go ahead to my shop as well, virabromeko.com/shop, and you can get them, not a CD, but everything else with 45% discount. 45%, you guys. I'm giving it to you just like that. I'm making like $1 on every mug, and that's it. But I want you to have them. I want you to have our memorabilia. I want you to be inspired and empowered. And every mug comes with either a cool logo, picture of me, or an empowering message like "Get up and fight," stuff like that. Hey, Fausta, how you doing? I'm great, thank you. Gotta run and teach a class. So you guys have a great, amazing Sunday. If you'd like to purchase the Warrior mugs and t-shirts and hoodies for 45% off, enter Gypsy Xmas, all in capital letters, at checkout, and you will get your discount. Hey, Fred. Hi, everybody. Thank you guys for being on. I can't wait to tell you more details about this television episode that I'm filming tomorrow. So stay tuned because I will be posting a little kind of like update. So have a great Sunday and see you soon. Bye. Bye bye.